Hi Subbies. Yeah, part 2. Red flags. Psycho relationship. But I am glad I waited to make this part, because if I just went somewhere and I figure out that this is not only let us call him Mike, okay? It's not only Mike's fault. If I was actually honest about I was dating another guy, but I don't think he listened, and I should have been more firm and say, hey, you are not the only one I'm dating. I'm actually, dating another guy as well, and I lost the other guy. I don't know whether he's sweet or not, because he never got a chance, because boom, I was in a relationship, and it was so crazy because I only met him twice. I know him from past, but he messaged me that he want me to validate that we are in a relationship, and I thought, what the fuck? We just have coffee twice and already in a relationship? Where the fuck are you? But I can see now when I look back, he knew exactly when he did it, because I was in a high stressed situation. It doesn't matter what it was, but he knew that I wouldn't be able to think straight. So he's not that stupid, okay? I'm not saying he's stupid. He's just not able to see who he really is. He had a lot of qualities, but he had so low self-esteem that he has to pretend that he's something else than he is. And he's also very selfish. It's me, and he's the victim, and he wants to be the hero, and he never once asked about me. When I meet people, doesn't matter whether it's a date or what it is, just casual friend or what. They ask, where do you come from? Because I live in Denmark and I have an Asian face, and I say I'm born and raised in Japan. And then they ask, do you speak Japanese? Yes, I do. I have a Japanese family, blah blah blah. And how was the transition from east to west, and the common thing. And if they come from home here, they see the paintings, and then they ask me about that. So there are a lot of stuff to talk about. But Mike never asked me anything about my past, my family, my current family, my painting. Nothing whatsoever. Everything he knows about me, I told him, because I want him to know me, because hey, now I was in a relationship, let me give it a chance, maybe he's sweet. He wasn't my type, I too tall, blonde, thin, skinny guys, that's my type, and he was not the opposite, but anywho, I wanted to give this a chance. But he spoke, and when he spoke about his former relationship, he was the victim, and he couldn't see his own part, It's very important to know about the exes. It's actually a good tool for you, because then you see if the man or the woman are able to take responsibility for their actions, why it went wrong, and the story doesn't change, because that was also an issue, that this guy or woman is legit, and he or she have to ask about you to, and not just and when he complimented me, he only complimented me of my looks, And he also called me sweet. I don't think anyone who really knows me have ever called me sweet, because I'm not a sweet person. I can be kind to people I want to be kind to, and I can be caring, nurturing, but sweet you can't call. I'm actually a tough bitch, you know. So when I make these tests. I have to test because I don't want to get hurt, you know. I've been hurt too many times, and I figured out that he didn't know anything about me. He didn't listen, and he make excuse, you know, by saying, oh, I have ADHD, so have I, so have my kids. But he used that as excuse for not remembering what I said. I told him I don't like to show in public, you know, holding hand and kiss and all that. But he can't, you know, he just didn't respect that. He crossed the boundaries all the time. Also, sexually, he crossed the boundaries. And text messages, oh my god, he messaged all the time, and I always message back, but I'm very, you know, that's my ADD. I have so many stuff going on, so I can't message back right away. I'm in a meeting or my kid or whatever. But he got angry that I didn't message. Then please call me, and then I, you know, and then he almost cried in the phone. Oh, I'm sorry, it's because, you know, and he always said, but when he came with excuse. And when people say but after an excuse, it's not an excuse anymore, because then the person don't stand by the excuse. So I don't listen to people who say, I'm sorry, but it doesn't, you know, fuck you, sorry, you know what I mean. Anywho, as I said, I actually wanted to do, but right now I'm in another kind of relationship, a casual one, and we, from the beginning, we, you know, that it is casual, and we both have kids, so it's perfect, and we don't want to be together. We know each other, but today I met with him, and I just, you know, practice what you preach. And what did I say in part 1? You know, it's about valuing myself, the key stuff, you know, all the components have to be perfect unless it's not a soulmate. And I have found the guy where the key is, you know, but I can't open it. And I'm actually glad I made part 1 and visit him, and then came back to make part 2, because I would be stuck in that relation. And my friend is coming soon, because I've asked if it's one I've known for 13 years, and he knows me very well. He's an ex as well, but he is one of the good ones, and no, I'm not going to take him back, sorry. But and I know he likes me, but it's not going to happen. Anywho, I'm going to speak with him because he knows me. That's why sometimes it's good to speak with exes, because they know who you are as a girlfriend, and you know, as a partner. And I know he can tell me, and he's not afraid to say to me that I'm a bitch, you know. So yeah, I have to figure out whether this casual relationship have to go on or not, because I really like this dude. He's smart, he's good looking, he's handsome. I've known him for many years, I think 20 or something. And he's nice, he's clever, everything is not perfect, but almost perfect. But I've asked myself, do I want him as a boyfriend? No. And why? Because he have this wall, and he always had this wall, you know, that I can't penetrate. And I don't want to change another person. I figure out that it's impossible. I tried with my kid's father to penetrate this wall there was, and I wasted so many years, and I don't want to do it again, you know. And of course I have fun with, you know, this man, and but we don't really speak, we don't watch movie as we did in the beginning, you know. Now it's just, yeah, the sex, okay. And it's good because now we know each other, okay. Yeah, but yeah, practice what you preach. So but I don't want to, I don't know what it is within me that don't want to give up on him. But I know if I can't upload part 1 and say about the key stuff if I don't live by my own rules, you know, the component stuff, because it is right. The only components that is okay with him, the guy I see now, and me, is the sex part, nothing else. He's sweet, and we can speak, it's not that, but we don't do the stuff we did in the beginning, and it's not my choice, it's his. I think he's only into my physique, you know, and it's okay because it was from the beginning, and it's also from my part that I don't yeah, and I can't have another relationship where I have to fight to penetrate a wall. I'm not going to do that again. I just want a person who's open, honest, not honest in that way that they have to tell me everything and the truth, but loyalty is a must, and the height thing is just a fetish from my side. But I'm glad I made part 1, and I took a break and waited, because if I didn't, there's a reason for everything, you know. Maybe it's boring for you, maybe you have waited for hearing how crazy the other relationship was, because it was, I can tell you it was crazy. If you want to hear about it, just ask me, you know. But I also have to think about him, and you know, I think I have stomped on his feelings, but I feel that he violated me in so many ways, and he used me, and I just feel sorry for him, you know. I hope that he one day learns to love himself and respect himself, and find out, you know, because he said he has no friend, and the only person in his life, they are phony, and that I actually could see was correct. He doesn't have anyone. He also had this wall, but when you're not honest, you know, yeah. Anywho, a boring second part, but for me it was very important, because now I can move on. Yeah. So thank you for watching and listening, and yeah, and I have a new website called dealemon.com, so please, it's the beginning, so you know it's going to be not enough. So sayonara, oyasumi, bye bye.